it is finally happening as US Army are finally trooping into Nigeria. It was few hours ago that Trump actually came out and make it known to the general public that if Nigerian government refused to do something as regards the genocide, the poofing of Christians in Nigeria, that he will send his army to Nigeria and they will be on a gun battle, and this military action will be very, very fast, easy and sweet. That was what Trump said, and even labeled Nigeria as a nation of great concern, of major concern. I even call Nigeria a disgraced country where the government refused to do something as regards the genocide of Christians and all of that. Now, US armies are finally trooping in. You will see everything in this video. You see the video of where all this are actually happening. It is finally going down on Nigerian terrorists. I would like us to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share the video, just do what to share it. Share to the social media platforms. Let it go viral, and if you can share it, just do what to like the video. Like it. Give it a thumb up so that YouTube will recommend it for us. Just stay connected. I'll come back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
On Nigeria, just wanted to ask you, do you envisage US boots on the ground?
Could be. I mean, a lot of things I envisage, a lot of things. They're killing record numbers of Christians in Nigeria. And they have other countries very bad also. You know that part of the world, very bad. They're killing the Christians and killing them in very large numbers. We're not going to allow that to happen.
Hello my great wonderful viewers, welcome me back to LAJUPOG Watch TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, due to this video that you're watching, just endeavor to click the red subscription button appearing on your video screen, and at the same time smash the bell icon also, so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, you will be the first person that YouTube will easily notify. It was few hours ago that Trump came out and make it known to Nigerians that if the government of Nigeria refused to do something as regards the Christian genocide that is actually going on in Nigeria for the past few years, that he will send his troop down to Nigeria. Now it's finally happening. What Trump said is finally happening in Nigeria. Trump is a kind of man that is a talk and do. This man is already doing it. Now a lot of people came out, they actually kicked against Trump. They said, no, what will Trump coming to do in Nigeria? Is it the president of Nigeria or is it his country and all of that? All of you shut up. All of you should shut your mouth. Since when the terrorists have been taking the lives of a lot of people in Nigeria, what do Nigerian government have to do about it? I don't mean that the terrorists have taken the life of some of these people that are actually talking now. I don't mean that the terrorists have claimed the life of the families of some of these people that are actually coming out to actually kick against Trump action and all of that. Will they be here saying something unreasonable as regards Trump action? Those are the questions that some people are actually throwing back at them. Now, Trump is finally sending his troop, and you will see everything in this very video. I'd like us to stay connected to the end of the video. If you can share the video, just endeavor to share it. Click the share button, share to the social media platforms. Let it go viral. Let a lot of people get to know what's actually happening as far as Nigeria is concerned. And if you can share the video, just do what to like it. Like the video, give it a thumb up so that YouTube will recommend it for us. Nobody ever expected it that Trump can actually come out to make that statement. Though the statement and the write-up that Trump actually brought out against Nigerian government and all of that is actually mind-blowing, and it's actually disgracing, because Nigerian government have reduced Nigeria to a certain level where Nigerians are not seen as people that are actually reasonable as far as the world map is concerned again. Those are what is actually happening. Do you know that when Trump get the statement that he's going to be coming to Nigeria with his troop and they're going to be coming on the gun battle and clear all the terrorists as far as Nigeria is concerned, Nigerian government came out. They said no, that Trump should not bother to do that, that what is happening in Nigeria is not a Christian genocide. There is both Christian, Muslim and other religions that have been attacked, that it is not only Christians that have been targeted. Yes, it's the truth. It is not only Christians that have been targeted. They're targeting a whole lot of people, but is there even even sound in hearing that Nigerian government is coming out to defend what it's not even defending? Is it even sound in hearing that Nigerian government are actually coming out to even state that no, it is not only this particular set of people that has been attacked, that they are also attacking these particular people? Why will you open your eyes on ground for your citizens to be attacked in their country? What are you doing about it? Do you remember that Abacha came out and making it known to the general public that any insurgency that actually happens in Nigeria and lasted for more than 24 hours, the government knows about it? Now, some people are coming out to actually kick against Trump, that what is Trump coming to do in Nigeria, that Trump should not bother to come to Nigeria, that Nigerian army will handle it. What is Nigerian army handling for the past few years? And the Boko Haram, the terrorists are still poofing the life of a lot of people. Do you know what happened in Kaduna recently? Do you know what happened in Benue? Do you know how they poofed the life of a lot of people? A man came out and making it known to the general public in Benue, after the Benue poofing, he said his entire family was wiped out. 8 of his families were wiped out in a night. It's only he that is remaining in the entire family. How do you expect that kind of person to be feeling? Nigeria army couldn't take out these people for more than a few years, and you still want us to be believing that Tinubu will do something as regards that? What are they really doing? What are they doing as regards that? Those are the questions that a lot of people were asking. Do you remember that when a US citizen, just one US citizen, was kidnapped in Nigeria a few months ago by all these terrorists and all of that? US did not allow Nigerian army to go there. They sent 6 army up from the US. They sent 6 army down there, and 6 armies came from US, and they invaded where the terrorists are. They actually targeted the place. They knew the place, and they rescued their citizen. They poofed all the terrorists. It was only one of the terrorists that actually escaped. Are you telling me that US cannot handle this? Those are the questions that some Nigerians are actually asking. Some Nigerians are in support of Trump coming in with his military. Now, I would like us to stay connected at the end of this video for you to see everything the way it goes. Come and see what is actually going on. Stay connected to the end of the video. If you can share the video, just where to share it. If you can share it, just like it. Stay connected. Say things for yourself. I'll come back again.
Military action in Nigeria. In a recent post, he claimed that there is an ongoing mass slaughter of Christians in the country by radical Islamists, and said that if this continues, quote, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria, and they may very well go in there, he calls it a now disgraced country, guns a-blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. And then he concluded all of that in all caps, warning the Nigerian government better move fast. Now, Nigeria's president Tinubu, he previously responded saying that Trump has basically got it all wrong about the situation in his country. Tinubu said, quote, there are security challenges which affect citizens across faiths and regions. So he's not saying that it's specifically isolated to Christians. And then he said that his government has been carrying out consistent and sincere efforts to safeguard freedom of religion and beliefs for all Nigerians. Bro, even Nicki Minaj has got involved in this situation, thanking Trump and his team for taking the situation in Nigeria seriously, and then said that numerous countries all around the world are being affected by this horror and that it's dangerous to pretend that we don't notice. But the question that you're probably wondering is what Trump is saying true? And the answer is yes. Partly, because there is some nuance to it. So according to the United Nations, independent analysis, and a 2021 bipartisan, by the way, report by the US Commission on International Religious Freedoms, thousands of Christians have been targeted and killed. But the nuance is so have Muslims, and so have those who are not religious at all. You see, Nigeria's population, which is roughly 220 million, they are almost equally split between Muslims and Christians. And the group which these reports cite the most often, which are carrying out these attacks, is called Boko Haram. That doesn't mean they're the only ones, but the most cited. Now, for those unfamiliar, it's essentially a militant jihadist organization that have an ultimate goal of establishing an Islamic state under Sharia law. And they have targeted Christians for their faith in churches, places of worship, but they've also targeted Muslims for, quote, not being Muslim enough. They've also targeted police, military, government. And in fact, according to the United Nations, they've killed more than 40,000 people and displaced more than 2 million since 2009. And the big part that has kind of pissed the Nigerian president off, the country, Nigeria, is now being placed alongside North Korea, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Pakistan, and China as part of this list of particular concern due to violations against religious freedom. But the question that a lot of people are asking is, does this, what Donald Trump has done, actually change anything? And the answer is, we don't know. But today, a lot of people people are at least speaking about it.
An urgent message from President Trump demanding Nigeria stop the brutal murders of thousands of Christians in the country or face possible action from the Pentagon. He posted in part, quote, "The USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into that now disgraced country guns a-blazing to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities." Paul Adamu is a Nigerian Christian who was kidnapped by Boko Haram 2 years ago. He joins us now. It's so wonderful to have you on the show. Please tell us what happened to you.
It was such a disheartening situation. 2 years ago, I was kidnapped by a dreaded Boko Haram along my way to the airport while I was traveling to Cameroon to meet some of my colleagues, and then I got kidnapped along the line, along the route.
And you were held for how long?
12 days.
Okay. And there are many people, especially young girls, who have been kidnapped by Boko Haram, put into forced marriages, forced conversions. They're still in captivity. The situation there is quite dire. You heard what President Trump has said. Here's what Nigeria's president has said in response. He said that the characterization of Nigeria as religiously intolerant does not reflect our national reality, nor does it take into consideration the consistent and sincere efforts of the government to safeguard freedom of religion and beliefs for all Nigerians. What's your message? What's it like to be a Christian in Nigeria?
First, I want to thank and applaud the United States of American President Donald Trump for designating Nigeria as a CPC, because this is one of the things that we have always wanted. For the message of the Nigerian president, that I think at this point I would say that there is a time when propaganda has no appeal, where propaganda has lost an appeal, and this is actually the time, because whatever is happening in Nigeria at this moment, I would say that Nigeria is the worst place to be as a Christian, like the worst place in the whole of the world to be as a Christian, because we wake up every day with news of killings, every day with news of massacring of Christians. It's totally a genocide that is happening here in Nigeria. There is nothing anybody will tell me, because I have been in here for as long as I know. I've been in these places where these attacks have taken place. I've seen women who are crying for the loss of their husbands. I've seen children who are crying for the loss of their parents. I've seen parents who are crying for the loss of their children. I've been to churches that have been burnt down. These are not things that I've heard from the news or someone telling me. This is something that I witnessed somewhere. I've been myself. I've witnessed where terrorism is at the highest point, where people are killed and slaughtered like chickens every day.
Paul, I don't have a lot of time left, but I just want to ask you one last question. How have you and other Christians kept the faith during this persecution?
We are grateful for the organization I work with, Irish Global, who have taken it upon themselves to care for these persecuted Christians by providing relief materials, emergency kits, and then also providing them with discipleship, where they are being told that despite all that is happening to them, Christ still loves them.
USA wan invade Nigeria, Mona talk fast, Mo know how we dey pack things. Are they going to invade this country? Because recently now I no understand wetin dey go on. Mona help me tag President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now for only your regime, na citizens dey plan NEPA. Only your regime, na military dey plan coup. Only your regime, na US wan invade Nigeria. Please, I'm asking for the last time for me and 99 others. Is USA planning to come into this country? Mona talk fast, Cotonou border still dey open. More now we say the package, because you people keep embarrassing us. If you had lived up to your responsibility, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we will not be discussing with US, and US will be calling us a disgraced nation. That's what they said. The disgraced nation. Now we they can't use disgrace, they rub for face. A disgraced nation. That is what. Why would they call us a disgraced nation? When 2023 foreign observers that came to observe the election went back to report that that was not an election but a crime scene, why would they not see us as a joke? Of course they will see us as a joke. You think they don't see the issues going on in the country and how you people are nonchalant and wicked towards your citizens? You think they don't see it? They see it. Even the justice for China, when I not bring put government, they see it. Now one citizen, in fact, this part of the video is for those people saying that, and Donald Trump will not try it, and US, shut up about it. So not to go put us for trouble. Oswald, they will not try it because your father and Lord Lugard, you have forgotten that is the last 2 years. I mean, when was that? One US citizen was kidnapped. One, not be full boss, not be coastal boss, not be full community as we dey hear for Nigeria. One US citizen was kidnapped in Nigeria. Do you know what they did? Because they knew that Nigerian soldiers are too incapacitated to go after the bandits. These people sent 6 soldiers, only 6, invaded this country. They went to the den of the thieves inside the where the people are staying and rescued their one citizen. One, I'm talking about one. They killed all the kidnappers, took their citizen and moved. They invaded, they broke diplomatic ties, they entered our country, saved their person and went back for one US citizen. So if they tell you they're gonna come, use your tongue to count your teeth and give me the direction to flee. No, the fucking focus. If you people would just treat us right, Tinubu, just treat us right. At least now, by tomorrow or this week, show us 200 dead body of Boko Haram. Yes, on the ground. Show us that your military is working. No, the evidence tag Donald Trump. They tell us they say, they don't start to work for us. So thank you. But now, citizens tagging another president, come and help them. You are that failed. Even when scholars are lecturing them that these people coming to help you is not because they like you. Be aware that you have natural resources. They are saying, make them take me with you survive. You are that failed. Chamona, give me an address where I'm supposed to when by the time that they come, I know you'll get power. I don't get what the way that they beat.
First is that Christians, including myself, have seen a pattern of killings which strongly suggests that people are being killed for reasons related to their faith. There is no point denying that. Now, I was one of the brains behind the Christian Association of Nigerians in America in the United States around 2012, and I personally related with several of such Christians in the northern part of Nigeria especially, whose relatives have been killed because they were Christians. At least those were the words spoken to the victims by their murderers before killing them, most of the times in the presence of their children and their wives. There are tons of examples like that. Let me show you one of those. See this video.
Say, it's okay. Are you a Christian? I say, yes, I'm a Christian. Say, Habila, why we are preaching the Islamic way of gospel to you? You refuse to accept Islam. And I told them that I am a Christian. I am a Christian. Say, Abila, you can deny your faith in order to be safe. I say, no, I am a Christian. Say, Abila, do you mean you are ready to die as a Christian? I say, yes, I am ready to die as a Christian. One of them tried to fire me. The leader stopped him, say, Habila, you are a good man. We know your history. Habila, you have opportunity to live. Only if you can deny your faith. We can leave you, you can live. I say, no. I cannot deny my faith. I am a Christian. Say, Habila, I will give you last chance. Are you ready to die as a Christian? I say, yes, I'm ready to die as a Christian. Before I close my mouth, one of them fired me through my nose. This is the entering place of the bullet, where the bullets enter through my nose. Yeah, this is the exit place of the bullet, where the bullets came out.
But it is also true that non-Christians, and more specifically several Muslims, have also been victims of these killings. Some accounts even say that there are more Muslim victims, as a matter of fact. So the point is that both Christians and Muslims are victims of these egregious killings that is happening in our country and that's been going on for far too long. This is not a problem of today. We must say that. It's a problem that has been going on for at least more than a decade. despicable killings in several parts of this country. Okay? And so there are different reasons why people are being killed, and there are different motivations. So we shouldn't be frozen in an argument whether these are Christian killings or whether these are Muslim killings. What is important is these are Nigerians who are being killed on a continuous basis for no just cause. Therefore, we should try to work together, all Nigerians, both in government and those that are outside government. We should work together on how we can bring an end to this dastardly act of violence that is taking people's lives without a cause and rather wickedly. I concede that we need to play down the divisive rhetoric. We really don't need to be divided over this matter. Christians believe that there are people that are being killed among their community for their faith. There is evidence to back that. There's also evidence to back the fact that there are non-Christians who are also being killed. And so we can build a consensus around the fact that Nigerians are being killed. And in my mind, that is the first thing that the federal government ought to do, namely to rally all of us behind the fact that we must together do everything we can do to end these killings, regardless of the motivations behind those killings. Let me say that again. We have to act as a people and our government together to end all these killings regardless of the motivations. These killings are wrongful acts, they are violent behaviors, and they are acts of wickedness in whatever shape or form. And all of us can agree on that. We can agree on the fact that these are very wicked actions by the fact that they are Nigerians that are being killed and that their lives are being treated with levity. And so the federal government should give the security agencies the matching orders to compel peace and end the violence all across the country. The President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, should announce drastic measures in line with what, by the way, he seems to have started when he told the new service chiefs in the villa on Thursday that Nigerians won't take excuses anymore. Mr. President, you cannot be more right. Nigerians no longer want the excuse. And so, Mr. President, you should insist and you should give the security chiefs timelines to deliver.
Nothing is happening. They come on Remo Cree, or what is that his name? He came out and said there is no genocide like that in Nigeria. That man, I've cursed him already. He will never know peace down to the grave. The blood of people that have entered my brain, I transferred them, my head, to his life. He will not escape. I want all Nigerians to know the man will never escape. He has been doing devious life to different government. This time around, he has crossed his line. If I exist without seeing God crushing that man, then I'm a bastard. Because the blood of people that are being killed in the north, for him coming out, he has crossed the line. He's finished. The only hope for him, that he will buy my heart. Let him repent. Let him repent. If Reno Amokari will repent, and those kind of officials that came out and denied there is no genocide, if they don't repent, oh no.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. Nobody is actually happy for the fact that Trump actually called Nigeria a disgraced country, but the fact remains, is Nigeria not really a disgraced country? According to reports, look at everything that are actually happening in Nigeria. Look at everything that is going on in the country called Nigeria. Is it not really a disgraced country where Boko Haram and terrorists will be walking in broad daylight, coming to town with sophisticated weapons, the weaponizes themselves, coming to town to make press conference as regards how many people they will be releasing among the people they kidnap, and the government refused to do something about it? Is Nigeria not a disgraced country enough where terrorists will be coming out in broad daylight with sophisticated weapons to be striking peace deal with the community people, and nothing is being done as regards it? Is it not a disgraced country where terrorists will invade a particular place and they will operate, and yet nobody will be apprehended according to the report? And at the end of it, they should even apprehend some of these terrorists. They will still tell you that they are repentant terrorists. They will still send them back to the society and even give them amnesty and all of that, and all those kind of pain. Is it not happening in the country called Nigeria? Now, a lot of people are actually kicking against Trump that Trump should not come to Nigeria, that they should not make Nigeria to be like other countries that they've invaded back then. Now, obviously speaking, US have invaded a whole lot of countries back then, and a lot of things actually happened in those countries. The country did not remain the same. But the fact remains, is there no country that US have invaded before and the country have a better performance as far as their security is concerned? Country like Vietnam, when US actually helped them, did they not have a better security section? Those are the questions that a lot of people are asking. Now, Nigerian government are panicking. They're in total panic. Why some Nigerians are in panic as well? Because they don't know what they should be expecting from Trump. They don't know what they should be expecting at this very point in time, because they know that when Trump says something, he's a talk and do man. He said the action will be very fast and sweet. Now, let us drop opinion in the comment section on this video. Do you want Trump to really come to rescue Nigeria? You know, I said it. I said the mistake that Trump made in that speech was, it is not only Christians that is being affected. It's not only Christians that have been attacked. They attack both Christians, they attack Muslims, they attack people that don't even believe in anything. They attack people that are actually practicing different religion, traditional religion, and all of that. It is not only Christian, and that's not the right information that is only Christian, but many of these religions have been attacked. So that's what we are actually saying. But do you really want Trump to actually help Nigeria, or do you think Tinubu can still handle this thing? Because we'll be waiting for more than a decade, but yet nothing is happening. A lot of the puffing is actually entering into another level. People cannot travel freely in express again. They kidnap people, they ask for ransom here and there and all of that. But do you remember that when they kidnapped a US citizen a few months ago, and the US actually heard about it, the US said Nigerian army should not go for the rescue, that they will be the one to go for the rescue. Now, the US sent just 6 of their military, 6 of their army down to Nigeria, and they enter Nigeria, and they figure out where the bandits are actually staying, and they invaded the place. They poof all the bandits, they all alive, all of them. It was only one of them that actually escaped, and just 6 military from US, they actually rescued the citizen of US, just one citizen that was actually kidnapped by the bandit. Are you not telling me that that kind of military, if they should come to Nigeria, they will still not do something as regards all the security that are happening in Nigeria? Or do you think it cannot work? Drop a pin in the comment section of the video. Why some people are actually saying that Trump is not interested in helping Nigeria, that all is interested in the Nigeria resources, that all is interested in is in the Nigeria resources. Drop a pin in the comment section of the video as well. So I'm gonna dedicate another channel for you and share. Follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG Watch TV and LAJUPOG Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video, and bye for now.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, the pastor. For LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor with the back, where politician with the do pass himself. All the why you with the for church. All as LAJUPOG